Four friends lived in Sunny Meadow. This meadow was a magical place, filled with vibrant flowers, tall grasses, and a sparkling stream that ran through the middle. The friends loved spending their days exploring every nook and cranny of this enchanting place. There was Rosie, a playful puppy. Rosie had boundless energy and loved to chase anything that moved, especially butterflies. Her golden fur glistened in the sunlight as she darted around, her tail wagging furiously. Max, a clever cat, lived next door. Max was always coming up with new ideas and clever tricks. He had a sleek black coat and piercing green eyes that seemed to see everything. Max loved to climb trees and find the best spots to nap in the sun. Lola, a fluffy bunny, hopped nearby. Lola was gentle and kind, with soft white fur and big floppy ears. She loved to nibble on the sweet clover that grew in the meadow, and was always ready to lend a helping paw to her friends. And then there was Charlie, a wise owl, who lived in an oak tree. Charlie had seen many seasons come and go and was full of wisdom. His feathers were a mix of browns and whites, and his large round eyes could see in the dark. Charlie loved to share stories of the old days with his friends. One sunny afternoon the friends played in the meadow. Rosie chased butterflies, her laughter echoing through the air. The butterflies seemed to enjoy the game, fluttering just out of reach and then circling back to tease her. Max napped in the warm sun, his body stretched out on a flat rock that had been warmed by the rays. Lola nibbled on clover, her nose twitching with delight as she found the sweetest patches. Charlie watched from his branch, his keen eyes observing everything. Suddenly Rosie barked, her voice filled with excitement and curiosity. She dug in the tall grass, her paws moving quickly as she unearthed something hidden beneath the blades. The other friends gathered around, curious to see what Rosie had found.
"What is that?" Max asked, his eyes wide with interest.
Rosie barked, wagging her tail. She was thrilled with her discovery and couldn't wait to show her friends. Rosie pulled out a shiny watch. It was unlike anything they had ever seen before, glinting in the sunlight with a mysterious allure. It was gold and had a sparkling blue button. The watch seemed to hum with a strange energy, and the friends could feel a sense of wonder and excitement building among them.
"Look what I found!" Rosie exclaimed, her eyes shining with joy. The friends gathered closer, eager to examine the watch and uncover its secrets. They knew that this discovery would lead them on a new adventure, one filled with mystery and excitement. As they huddled together, the friends felt a bond of friendship and curiosity that would carry them through whatever lay ahead. The watch was just the beginning of their journey, and they were ready to face it together. The meadow, with its endless possibilities, was their playground, and the friends knew that as long as they had each other, they could overcome any challenge. The adventure was just beginning, and the curious critters were ready for whatever came next. "Press the button,"
Charlie hooted.
Be careful.
But Rosie already pressed it. The world spun around, the meadow disappeared. When the spinning stopped, the friends were in a hot, sandy place.
Where are we?
Meowed Max, his fur hot.
This is not Sunny Meadow.
Towering pyramids rose from the sand. People in strange clothes walked past. A camel caravan passed, bells jingling.
We're in ancient Egypt. This watch is magical.
The friends walked towards the biggest pyramid. They saw men carving giant stones. A boy, richly dressed, watched them work. He looked sad.
"Hello."
Said Rosie. The boy jumped.
Who are you? Animals? Talking?
We're time travelers.
Explained Max. The boy's eyes widened.
I am Prince Tutmos. My pet falcon flew away.
"We can help you find him,"
Chirped Lola. The friends followed Tutmos, searching for his lost falcon. They searched the busy marketplace. They looked around towering pillars. Finally they heard a bird's cry. The falcon was perched on a fruit stall, eating grapes. Tutmos was so happy. He hugged his falcon.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Said Charlie. Tutmos smiled.
Come meet my father, the pharaoh.
The pharaoh was kind. He gave the friends delicious dates and figs. They learned about life in ancient Egypt. The friends knew it was time to go. They had been on many adventures before, but this one felt different. There was an air of excitement mixed with a hint of trepidation. They gathered their courage and prepared for the unknown journey ahead. They pressed the blue button on the watch. The world spun again. Colors blurred together and the sensation of spinning made their heads dizzy. It was like being on a roller coaster that twisted through time and space. This time they landed in a jungle. The dense foliage surrounded them and the sounds of wildlife echoed through the trees. It was a stark contrast to the quiet mechanical hum of the time machine. Giant ferns towered over them. The plants were unlike anything they had seen before, with leaves as large as umbrellas and stems that seemed to reach the sky. It was a prehistoric paradise. The air was hot and humid. Sweat began to bead on their foreheads, and the thick, muggy atmosphere made it hard to breathe. It was as if they had stepped into a sauna. Strange sounds filled the air. The calls of unknown creatures echoed through the jungle, creating an eerie symphony. It was both fascinating and frightening.
Where are we now? The question hung in the air, filled with curiosity and a touch of fear. They had traveled to many places, but this one felt different, more ancient and mysterious.
Asked Kiki, her nose twitching. She had a knack for sensing danger, and right now, her instincts were on high alert. The jungle was beautiful, but it also felt like it was hiding secrets. Just then, a giant lizard stomped past. Its massive feet shook the ground, and the friends could feel the vibrations in their bones. It was a creature from another time, a living relic of the past. It had a long neck and a tiny head. The creature was majestic, towering above the trees and moving with a slow, deliberate grace. It was a Brachiosaurus, one of the gentle giants of the dinosaur world.
It's a dinosaur. The exclamation was filled with awe and excitement. They had read about dinosaurs in books, but seeing one in real life was a dream come true,
Cried Pedro. His eyes were wide with wonder, and he couldn't believe what he was seeing. The jungle was alive with creatures that had been extinct for millions of years.
We're in the time of dinosaurs. The realization hit them all at once. They had traveled back to the age of the dinosaurs, a time when these magnificent creatures roamed the earth.
Added Fiona, her eyes wide with amazement. She had always dreamed of being a paleontologist, and now she was living her dream. The adventure was just beginning, and the friends knew they were in for an unforgettable journey. Section 6. A Prehistoric Playdate. In a world long before humans roamed the earth, a group of claymation friends found themselves on an extraordinary adventure. They had traveled back in time to the age of dinosaurs, where the air was thick with the roars of these magnificent creatures, and the ground trembled beneath their feet. The friends watched the dinosaurs in awe, their eyes wide with wonder. They had never seen anything like it before. The towering giants moved gracefully despite their size, and the smaller dinosaurs darted around with surprising speed. They saw a stegosaurus with plates on its back, shimmering in the sunlight. The stegosaurus was munching on some ferns, its tail swaying gently. The friends marveled at the intricate patterns on its plates, which looked like a natural armor. Nearby, a triceratops with 3 impressive horns was grazing. Its horns were sharp and strong, perfect for defending against predators. The friends could see the power in its muscles as it moved, and they felt a mix of admiration and respect for this majestic creature. Suddenly they heard a cry. A small dinosaur was stuck in the mud, struggling to free itself. It cried sadly, its tiny legs flailing helplessly. The friends' hearts went out to the little creature, and they knew they had to do something to help. The friends wanted to help. They gathered around the edge of the mud pit, their minds racing with ideas. They knew they had to act quickly before the little dinosaur became too exhausted to keep trying.
"I have an idea," one of the friends exclaimed, their eyes lighting up with excitement. They quickly shared their plan with the others, who nodded in agreement.
Rosie, the brave little puppy, barked to get everyone's attention. She had spotted a sturdy log nearby that could be used to help the dinosaur. She pushed a log towards the mud with all her might, her small body straining with the effort. The other friends joined in, helping to maneuver the log into place. The little dinosaur climbed onto the log, its tiny claws gripping the rough surface. With a final push, it scrambled free from the mud, its body covered in dirt, but its eyes shining with gratitude. The little dinosaur licked Rosie's nose to say thank you. It was a sweet gesture that made all the friends smile. They had worked together to help someone in need, and it felt wonderful. Then it went back to its mother, who had been watching anxiously from a distance. The friends laughed and cheered, proud of their teamwork and the new friend they had made. They knew this prehistoric playdate was an adventure they would never forget. Section 7. Time Traveler's Troubles. The watch started to glow. It was time to go home. Charlie pressed the button, but nothing happened.
It's not working.
He hooted, worried. The friends were stuck in the time of dinosaurs. Just then, a Tyrannosaurus Rex stomped into view. It was the fiercest dinosaur of all. The friends hid behind a giant fern.
We need to fix the watch.
Max whispered, his fur on end. Section 8, Homeward Bound. The watch felt warm in Rosie's paw.
Maybe it needs more sunlight.
She barked. They ran to a sunny spot. Rosie held up the watch. The sunlight hit the blue button. It flashed brightly. Charlie quickly pressed the button. The world spun. When it stopped, they were back in Sunny Meadow.
We're home.
Lola cheered, doing a happy hop. The meadow had never looked so good. Section 9. The next adventure awaits. The friends learned so much on their time-traveling adventure. They saw amazing things and made new friends. They decided to keep the magical watch a secret. It was their special treasure, and they knew it would take them on many more exciting adventures.
Where should we go next?
Max wondered, his eyes sparkling with excitement. The possibilities were endless.